What if every tap at home poured water that smelled clean, tasted crisp, and felt soft on skin without the bottled water bill? Well, today's lineup just might be the quiet upgrade the whole house has been waiting for. In this deep dive, 6 whole house systems are stacked like they've been lived with. Baths, laundry, coffee, and yes, those why does the water smell like a pool mornings. Expect real-world highlights, a few, trade-offs, and clear guidance on who each system fits best. Stick around.
6. Aquasana Whole House Water Filter System. Aquasana's Rhino series, the EQ1000 tier, aims for that set-and-forget experience with a big media tank rated around 1 million gallons and about a 7 GPM nominal flow. A setup tuned for chlorine reduction and whole home taste and odor improvement. In daily use, showers stop smelling like a public pool, and coffee tastes less flat because the granular carbon and catalytic media do their thing across the whole house. The format is appealing. No electricity, no backwashing, just pressure-driven filtration with long media life. Installation is where the first eyebrow raises. Well, these large tanks plus pre-post filters take space, and planning the bypass loop and unions matters if maintenance is to stay painless. Once plumbed, pressure is stable for most mid-size homes. At typical fixtures, the flow feels natural, not throttled. Bath steam no longer has that chlorinated edge, and hair and skin feel a touch less dry simply by reducing chlorine exposure across every tap. Over months, the system's value shows up in consistency. Cooking water tastes cleaner, ice quality improves, and there's less plastic bottled water impulse buying. The attraction is the capacity. 10-year headline life at moderate usage is common marketing for this class. Capacity-based, water-dependent. And the format avoids the waste of backwashing softeners. Day-to-day, the big win is low interaction beyond periodic pre-filter swaps.
5. A.O. Smith Whole House Water Filter System. A.O. Smith's central carbon unit is obsessively engineered for one job: knock down chlorine taste and odor for up to 6 years or 600,000 gallons, and it does that job with noticeable clarity in showers and kitchen taps. The first week in, steam smells cleaner, and cold water loses that municipal aftertaste, which, makes hydration less of a chore. It's compact, simple, and doesn't require electricity or backwash cycles. Specs-wise, the unit is rated around 7 GPM, intended for households up to 6, with GAC media doing the heavy lifting, and a long service life claim that keeps maintenance to a minimum. In daily rhythm, laundry day, weekend cooking marathons, the flow holds steady and the taste upgrade is instant. The value proposition is clarity and low fuss, not lab-grade contaminant lists. Here's the gentle critique baked in. This is not a sediment-first system, nor is it designed to reduce nettles, microbes, or PFS. It's chlorine taste or odor-centric, with no claims on lead or iron, and the brand openly frames it as soft water recommended, meaning it doesn't handle hard water scaling by itself. If incoming water carries grit or has hardness, pair it with a sediment pre-filter or softener to prevent media performance dips and flow issues over time. A practical note, some user reports mention occasional leaks or lifespan not matching expectations, often tied to install quality or water conditions, so using proper unions, supports, and a pressure gauge goes a long way.
4. iSpring Whole House Water Filtration System. iSpring's WGB series of 2-stage Big Blue housings hits a sweet spot for value and control. A dedicated sediment stage followed by a carbon block stage means clarity you can see in the shower and taste at the sink. In practice, the first month usually catches surprising amounts of rust and silt in older neighborhoods, and the second stage slaps down chlorine and musty odors. It's the classic fix the water you can see, then the water you can taste. The 2-stage design makes tuning easy. Swap a coarser or finer sediment cartridge based on how fast it loads, then choose carbon blocks targeted at chlorine or VOCs. The housings are robust, the pressure drop is modest when cartridges are fresh, and routine maintenance is literally a housing wrench and a towel. DIYers will vibe with it. Real-world flow holds up well for small to mid homes. Simultaneous shower plus dishwasher doesn't feel starved if sediment isn't overloaded. After a few weeks, dish glassware shows fewer spots. Chlorine reduction helps detergents, and bath steam loses the pool smell. The change is subtle but steady, like turning down background noise you didn't realize was there. Caveats exist. This is not softening, so scaling on fixtures remains if hardness is high. And like any canister system, clogged pre-filters can throttle flow, so don't forget the replacement schedule. Also, if lead or specific metals are a concern, look for cartridges certified for those targets or add a point-of-use filter for drinking lines.
3. Waterdrop Whole House Water Filter System. Waterdrop's modular 20-inch systems show off clever media options: sediment, carbon, and specialty cartridges that target manganese and ferrous iron for homes dealing with staining and metallic tastes. Right away, toilets and sinks stay cleaner, and the pennies in the mouth vibe from older lines fades as manganese iron cartridges go to work ahead of carbon polishing. The design keeps flow respectable while stacking targeted stages. The standout is flexibility. Pair a manganese iron reduction stage with a fine sediment stage, then finish with the carbon block for taste and chlorine control. In everyday living, laundry whites stay brighter, tub rings lighten up, and the kitchen loses that faint metallic shadow in iced water and tea. Maintenance is cartridge swaps. Predictable, quick, no drama. Compared with basic chlorine-only systems, Waterdrop has a lane for light well water problems without jumping straight to heavy backwashing media tanks. That makes it, just enough treatment for mixed sources or older municipal lines that carry a bit more mineral baggage. Flow remains comfortable if cartridges are sized correctly and swapped on schedule. If there's a catch, it's that severe iron, sulfur, or bacterial issues still need dedicated treatment ahead of any cartridge system, and hardness remains outside scope. Pairing with a softener or conditioner is the right move in those cases. But for moderate manganese or iron, combined with chlorine taste, the improvement is obvious in days.
2. PRO+AQUA Elite 5-Stage Whole House Water Softener and Filter. This is the everything-in-one-rack solution that marries a salt-based softener with multi-stage filtration, designed for homes that battle hardness scale and want great-tasting water everywhere. In the first week, scale flakes on faucet aerators stop multiplying, soap lathers easier, and showers feel, well, silky. Dishes come out with fewer spots, and the carbon polishing tightens up taste and odor across the house. The 5-stage approach typically includes sediment pre-filtration, carbon for chlorine or organics, and a proper ion exchange softening unit, so both the feel of the water and the flavor change notably. This is where laundry outcomes shift. Fabrics feel less stiff, colors rinse cleaner, and water-using appliances get a breather, as scale no longer cements onto heating elements. Performance is backed by a higher service flow suited for medium to larger homes, meaning parallel showers and laundry don't feel sluggish. Maintenance involves salt refills, occasional resin care, and predictable cartridge swaps. There's a trade. A salt softener regenerates and uses water during backwash cycles, so planning drain, salt storage, and regeneration timing matters. But the payoff is comprehensive. Hardness minerals are removed, not just managed, so long-term scale reduction is visible in kettles, tankless heaters, and glass shower doors. For anyone who wants both a softness upgrade and a taste and odor upgrade with one integrated install, PRO+AQUA's 5-stage format is the practical, durable choice that changes daily routines, from happier showers to less scrubbing in the bathroom.
Number 1. Culligan WHS200-C Whole House Sediment Water Filtration System. Here's the curveball. The WHS200-C sits at the top because it nails a crucial, often overlooked truth. Start with sediment control, and everything downstream works better, lasts longer, and tastes cleaner when paired with carbon. This clear housing, valve in-head unit with a built-in bypass is absurdly handy. Flip, change, click, done. In use, toilets, aerators, and washing machine screens stop catching sand and rust, and the whole home just calms down. Specs are refreshingly honest: 5-micron nominal sediment, about 4 GPM typical service flow, 30 to 125 psi operating range, and 40 to 100 degree F temp range.
It's certified for structural integrity, ships with a P5 style sediment cartridge, includes the wrench and bracket, and that filter lifetimer is a small but delightful nudge toward timely swaps. At the price point, it's the fastest, most tangible improvement for homes seeing visible particulate. Daily difference? Fewer orange streaks in tubs, cleaner ice maker inlets, happier dishwashers, and less crunch and toilet fill valves. If a home's water carries grit from older mains or shallow wells, this is the first domino to tip. Filter changes every 1 to 2 months at 8,000 gallons are realistic for busy homes. The clear sump lets one see loading and change proactively. Limitations are straightforward. This is not a chlorine, lead, or PFAS solution. It's a sediment gatekeeper. Pair it with a carbon stage or a whole house carbon tank if taste or odor is a priority, and add softening for hard water. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.